Welcome everyone to our League of Legends Top 5 Plays, and thanks for stopping by our channel today. As always, if you like the videos we make, please feel free to give this one a thumbs up and subscribe for more, but without further ado, let's dive into our number 5 play from Invalida 1983 with a game-swinging moment thanks to some great teamwork synergy. They wait patiently for the enemy team to push down mid, and they send out Lee Sin as bait because a catch for the enemy team looks so juicy at the current state of the game. He's flashed on by Ryze, but out of nowhere comes a huge crescendo in Glacial Prison, followed by the flash kick from Lee Sin. One by one they start to crumble, all thanks to the amazing read by Lee Sin's team to set up that bait, which then gets him the Dream Wombo that leads to Baron. Our number 4 play comes from Heat of Darkness, and our champ we don't see quite that often, but with the resurgence of Corki mid, the old man's back. The enemy team's pushing down mid with a numbers advantage, but Corki finds a great angle to lay down the package, splitting up and slowing the enemy team before valking back to safety. The crippling slow allows Braum to land a huge ult, but the enemy team retaliate well, and this fight starts to boil down with both teams losing players. Corki completely stuffed the enemy team's push, even though they were 4v5 and the enemy team had momentum. It's a close one, but in the end, blue team loses 2 members to get the ace, which is huge because Riven can get the open in Hibs. Coming in at 3rd place, we have Jagger for Sedge on Victor with some intense kiting and fighting in a team fight. His Leona blindsides the enemy Echo for a quick and easy kill before he can chrono break, but now they have a Maokai in their face, so he starts to kite back with the speed up from his empowered Q. Maokai does this thing and pretty much takes next to no damage, but a nice laser hits too as the enemy team clobber Jhin, but Victor gets one back with a quick animation cancelled Siphon power. The gravity field dissuades them from chasing any further, but Victor's ultimate is coming back up, so they stick around and heal up. He looks for poke, finding some damage, but then his Leona gets jumped on, so he moves in, dropping Chaos Storm on all 3, and then having it follow Ezreal until he can flash in and auto, so the last take does the job. A final animation cancel Q picks up his 4th kill, and just in time before the stun. Reeling his way into our number 2 spot with some nasty Thresh hooks, we have GC Burgess on Thresh. He speeds up his allies and decides to split off because they're slowed by the Teemo Shroom, and after a flay box and an auto, Caitlyn gets bursted down. Lee Ward hops into the Fog of War, but an amazing blind hook gets Thresh over that wall, and he exhausts immediately to buy time for Varus to show up. He buys even more time with a flay away from the wall and then winds up the hook, pulling the poor Lee Sin back to his death. The fight continues with Jarvan going in, but instantly getting rooted by Ivern, so he turns right around as Thresh follows closely behind. With his Q locked and loaded, he looks forward but shoots for Jarvan, pulling him into his team for another hand-delivered kill to the AD carry. They have a ward on Karma, so he leads the charge, and right as she starts to get away, he flash hooks and lands it, delivering a final freebie to his team. And for our number 1 pro play for this week, we have Copy Ciudai on Kog'Maw, and credits to his Braum as well because they make this play as a duo. The Winter's Bite lands, and Copy follows up with some rapid fire auto attacks that trigger the stun and burst him down. Corki backs away, but Kog'Maw shoots out a living artillery and then flash autos right before losing the bonus range from his W. Malphite gets stunned, and Kog'Maw kites while weaving in his ult E and Q as Braum's ult locks him up. I paused it here because we're in a crucial moment of this play where the enemy team will be able to close the gap on Kog'Maw, but Braum's shield, the exhaust and Braum's passive combined with Hurricane allows multiple stuns to proc instantly for the pentakill. The bonus for this week comes from Bizneed on Echo with a really cool interaction when he chrono breaks while trapped inside Camille's ult. The play starts out with a nice flank on the enemy team, but he quickly gets chunked down and has to fall back. Camille dives him in ults, but he snaps back, getting denied by the wall, but his ult still goes through and gets the double. Echo's all healed up, and after a final phase dive, he picks up a 3rd kill. Thanks for sticking around until the end of the video, and before you head out to another, I just wanted to throw in a quick mention for anyone looking for a new headset or maybe a backup you can use on the go. The Cloud Stinger is super cheap as far as premium headsets go, and we have a promo link in the description box that'll take you there where it's only 50 bucks. It's a super good value headset that'll last you forever, and it works multi-platform, so I highly recommend it for yourself or a friend. I've tried every headset HyperX makes, and this is by far the best budget headset, but even for their lowest low in terms of price, it's definitely comparable to the higher ups. Thanks for listening to the shout out. It means a lot if you stayed until this point, and as always, I hope you have a wonderful day and take care. We'll see you next time.